Welcome insiders to Tech Inside. This is Inside News. It's been some time since I've done Inside News. Inside News was a news show that I had every Monday on the channel. I might be kind of bringing it back, might even turn it into a podcast. We're going to have to see. Regardless, we're going to be covering Apple's event last week. Apple had the Hey Siri event where they covered the iPhone 6s, the iPad Pro. Let's get into the video and we'll talk about what happened. So last week on September 9th, Apple had their Hey Siri media event where they announced some awesome new products. The first two are going to be the iPhone 6s and the iPhone 6s Plus. Every year Apple comes out with a new iPhone. Last year it was the 6, now it's the 6s and the 6s Plus. What really changed? Well, not much. If you look at the physical design of it, it's basically the same compared to like my iPhone 6s or iPhone 6 Plus, sorry. The design relatively is the same. They don't really change it much. There is a new color though. There now is a rose gold color, which looks interesting. I'm not really for it. I like space gray. But regardless, if you're interested in a rose gold color, you can get that now. With the design though mentioned, the physical appearance really isn't different. It is supposed to be stronger though. It's now made out of new aluminum, so it's not gonna bend like my 6 Plus has done before to me, so that's obviously a good thing. But now looking at the internals of this phone, it's gonna be obviously faster. It has the new A9 chip, which is supposed to be faster in the CPU side and the GPU side, so obviously that's great. There also is a new camera. The back camera is now 12 megapixels and can shoot in 4K, so that's awesome. But really the only other thing to mention about the iPhone 6s and 6s Plus is the screen. The screen quality, resolution, and all that is the same, but now there is a new 3D touch built into the screen. This lets the screen calculate how much pressure you're actually putting on the screen. So this is going to let you just click on like an app or something, and if you push on it a little bit harder, it's going to bring up additional menus. I haven't actually tried that kind of feature. I know Apple's done the 3D touch in their new MacBook. I haven't really used that a whole lot, but it seems like a pretty cool feature to have some more functionality into the phone. Moving on to our next product, Apple came out with the iPad Mini 4. This is relatively the same iPad as the iPad Mini 3. It's just obviously supposed to be faster and fully support iOS 9, so you're gonna be able to do like split screen, have multiple apps open at once, which is awesome. I don't know if it's really worth getting compared to the iPad Mini 3. The iPad Mini 4 started off at $399, and now the iPad Mini 2 is bumped down to, I believe, $269. Moving on yet again though, Apple also came out with a new Apple TV, which is supposed to be faster and all of that. It has a A8 chip, which is last generation, which is completely fine. I mean, it's just a TV set box. It's a little bit thicker than its predecessor, but now it does come with a new remote. This remote has a Siri button built in, so you can talk to your TV, make it do commands or whatnot by just speaking to it. It also has a little like touchpad at the top, so you can kind of interact with your Apple TV almost like you would with a remote app on like a phone. Also, the Apple TV has a new TV OS, which looks like there's going to be app support into it. So maybe more developers are going to be making apps and whatnot for the Apple TV, which could open up the Apple TV to so many possibilities, as I've talked about many times in the past. There are now two versions of the Apple TV, a 32GB model and a 64GB model, which means you're going to be able to actually store content on the Apple TV, unlike the older Apple TV. One downsider though is the new Apple TV still does not support 4K, which I don't understand why Apple doesn't have 4K yet, but I guess we have to wait for the next generation for 4K. Moving on though to the final full product I want to talk about, the iPad Pro. I've been talking about an iPad Pro for some time now on this channel. In fact, many people have talked about a possible iPad Pro, and Apple has finally come out with it. The iPad Pro, in all honesty, is just a bigger iPad. It has a 12.9-inch display, which is a lot bigger than the like 9x6-inch display that the original iPad has. And the resolution and quality of the screen looks to be excellent. I'm gonna be really excited to actually get this in my hand and actually try it. It looks really nice. It's really thin. It's gonna have a lot of power with a new A9X chip, which is gonna be more powerful than the chip in like the iPhones, which is just the regular A9. The design, like I said, is really thin and it looks really nice. There are 4 speakers actually on it, so you're going to hopefully be able to get some pretty good sounding content on the iPad. Unfortunately, they're still not front facing. They're still like on the sides and whatnot, which is a little bit unfortunate. But hey, it looks like their speaker quality is still gonna be pretty decent. I've never really had an issue with previous iPad speakers. With the iPad Pro's announcement, there also is 2 accessories that are gonna be coming with it. First is the Apple Pencil. This is actually a stylus made for the iPad Pro. So if you want to be drawing or something with this Apple Pencil, it calculates obviously where the pencil is on the screen. It calculates the pressure you're going to put on the stylus so you can make thicker strokes if you're going to be painting something or drawing something. But also the other accessory is this smart keyboard. This smart keyboard acts as a case as well as a keyboard. The keyboard doesn't require any batteries or anything. It connects to a new connector basically on the iPad Pro, which sends power and also information back and forth. Right now, this port only is for the smart keyboard, which is completely fine. I'm not sure if Apple's going to be opening up this port so other people can use it. But the keyboard looks pretty nice. It will start off at a little bit of a higher price tag of $799 for the 32GB model, which only 32GB for this iPad Pro is kind of small. But hey, it's Apple. What would you expect? But carrying on, when are all these products actually going to be coming out? The iPad Pro will be available in November, as well as iOS 9. The iPhone 6s and 6s Plus will be available actually for pre-order right now, I believe, and they should be shipping out around September 25th. The new Apple TV will be shipping out sometime in late October. And if you want the iPad Mini 4, that's available right now. So guys, if you want to see any more information about anything I've talked about, any details that I missed, check the link down below. I'll hopefully be having a link to my website, techinside.us, within the next 24 to 48 hours with some even more information about Apple's event. I might also be making some more videos or whatnot on specifics like the iPad Pro that is, I don't know how I feel about it just yet. Regardless, guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comment section below. Anyway, guys, my name is Eric, this is Tech Inside, and I'll see you in another video. Peace.